So, Wolter, I want to ask you, how do you translate the findings that Corrine just presented within your own company?
I think going the extra mile, letting people think for themselves, don't bother micromanaging, and especially don't look at minute costs. That basically does the trick. If pursuing that customer happiness is a source of joy, then it will happen.
All right, we've all taken that in, and let's not forget it. Jeroen, I know you've got another case for me, but before we hear about it, we want to go to our next poll. So here's the poll. Recurring processes often are needlessly time-consuming. Why spend manually resetting passwords or resolving requests for a new desk chair or whatever you need in the office when you can just automate it? So here is the poll question. We are making smart use of automation in our processes. Do you, 1, strongly agree? 2, agree. 3, neither agree nor disagree. Stop talking to me. 4, disagree. Or 5, strongly disagree. We'll get back to the results in just a minute. Okay, Jeroen, I bet you got a story ready for us of a customer that had some serious trouble with their processes.
Yes, the last example is all about creativity, basically. The city of Ontario is the one that we are picking out for this one. And they started out in 2017 just with the traditional IT. And that went quite well. And then they got the extra mile into other services surrounding them. So they had departments also supporting police departments locally, engineers at local energy and water distribution centra, all kinds of technical services, but just a bit different. And what they did is they used TOPdesk in exactly the same way to support the processes in the same way, so that the experience was something that everybody expected, understood, and became acquainted with. And then they added that to the other departments around them. And that grew and grew and grew into, a consistent service, basically. And then something sudden happened. And I think everybody noticed that one. COVID happened. And then they had something totally different. They had their work, but something disrupted it big time, fast. And they had to react. So suddenly, every worker was at home. But most of the work still needed to continue. So 2 types of extra work happened to everybody, also with us at TOPdesk. 2 things. 1, you have a limited office space available suddenly. Instead of a whole huge building like we have, you can only use a couple of them. So you need to plan something or schedule something. That's difficult. And a lot of calls coming in. And the second one, the rest is at home without the equipment to do your job. So suddenly all these calls coming in. I need a laptop, I need a chair, I need a mouse, I need this, I need that. All on top of the existing work. Well, what the City of Ontario did, and many of our customers along, is exactly the same thing that they did before, only faster. Change, adapt, and use the process that you already had to facilitate this. And that's what Martin is going to show us.
All right, Martin. Well, and by the way, I just want to say, Tosca, please note that I have successfully kicked you out of Wolter's office, and I'm back. Martin, can you show us what you did specifically for Peterborough?
Thanks for the introduction. So basically, yes, I'm going to show you guys 2 things. One is when you're working from home, the COVID situation is there, and you need office equipment back at your office at home to make sure that you can do whatever you normally do at the office. And the second one is how do you deal with the situation when you're going back to the office, slightly back step by step. So how do you make a reservation for the home office? So I have my TOPdesk here, and what they did and what they implemented is, let's go from a self-service perspective. So I'm working actually at home, logging into TOPdesk, and I see what is available for these office equipment. So I have it here on the top right there, and I click on it, and I see that there's a small explanation due to COVID and the regulations that are involved. So I need some equipment. Click on it, and this is just the standard module in TOPdesk, and we made it available for, in this case, a chair, a laptop. You might want something different, and basically it is uploading a picture, taking a picture, and you're almost there. Next one is, you might want to have authorization, but it's basically up to you guys whether you like that or not. So you enter here, home office, and you're done. So your office is required, or your office equipment is ordered. Not a promise that you actually get it delivered, but it's easy like that to adjust TOPdesk for a new situation. Then, when COVID starts to get a little bit less worse, then of course the next step is how do I get back to the office? In this case, we have an office floor available, or multiple floors. For the COVID situation, I click on this, and I have an explanation and some pictures available within TOPdesk. I choose the second floor, and I see a variety of options available. In this case, I also see someone else that's already having a reservation in the office. It's simply drag and drop. I want to sit close by, and its reservation is almost done. You click on next, and in my case, I choose to have a confirmation for this one to make absolutely sure that you guys are in control who is coming to the office, and in case something happened, you have a full list of who is in the office in case of an outbreak. So basically, this is the idea behind TOPdesk. Back to you guys.
Ooh, Martin, thank you so much for the demo. Once again, I shockingly feel like I could do that myself if I had to, and I can't do very much. Jeroen, what were the results?
Well, the results was what people would expect, like you have your normal life, you're in control of what you need, given by your own employee in a crisis situation. But the good part here was that the company could do it themselves. They didn't have to include us in changing this. They did it in their own TOPdesk. They changed it to adapt to a situation, and that in a situation where we were overwhelmed as well by a lot of requests, of course. Yeah. But they didn't need us, and that's the power of a flexible tool.
Fantastic. Look, we've got time for just one question from the audience, and here it is. What is your idea on integrating TOPdesk with other communication tools, like MS Teams, for example? I don't know who feels like they can handle that one best. Jeroen, everyone's looking your way.
Yeah, well, you need to, right? Everybody adapted those kinds of tools, and a couple of around them faster than the company could adapt them. So you needed to just switch, and yeah, we made the integration there too. It's the easiest communication channel that you have, and that's where you have to go. You're forced.
All right, you make it sound so easy. You make it sound super easy. Wolter, I believe we've got the results of our poll coming in. And I think the secret trick is that this poll question is actually part of TOPdesk's health check, which you'll receive from us after the event. And let's take a look at the results. It looks like many folks agree they're making smart use of their automation. I'd say 40% agree, 35% don't, and 25% are neutral. How does that rub you?
There's room for improvement, right? That's what you see here, basically. And I think what you basically see here is, if I remember Duncan's talk, time to think. That's the first thing that pops in my mind when I see those results. When you want to do smart things, like automate things, you need some time to spare, right? Yeah. To sit back, relax, and figure out, hey, this is costing me a lot of time. It's not that hard to automate. Let's just pick the first one at the top of my list and do that one, and then enjoy the results. And then I'm harking back again, of course, you've heard it before, gotta think big. But you gotta start small. And once you start doing it, it starts getting fun, and then progress happens, and joy and world peace. That's basically where
you just got to get out of that mindset of like, I can't sharpen the saw, I'm too busy sawing.
Bingo.
All right, okay. Well, look, I want to thank you for your contributions, for showing us how your tool actually works and what it can bring to an organization. And I just want to say, see everybody, automation is fantastic, all right? It's not some scary, AI from the Matrix or the Terminator. It's more like a helpful AI from Star Wars. And I mean, C-3PO, not the battle droids from the prequels, obviously. These are the things that take care of repetitive processes so you can get the real work done. In fact, I hope no one out there is scared of AI. Pigeons maybe, but not artificial intelligence. Like, I know that there are people that are like, oh no, AI is going to take my job. And I just want to say that's not true. I mean, well, it's probably not true, right? They say that the only people at work that will be replaced by AI are, the dumb ones, right? And I think we all know who the dumb ones are at work. And if you don't know who the dumb ones are at work, it might be you.